to Conarium. I tried playing this a long time ago,
All life is
but
only a
my
set
computer
of
was too
pictures in
shite.
the brain, among which there is no difference betwixt those born of real things and those born of inward dreamings.
I think you'll find that's not true. But you know, what did he know?
No more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
No? I think there are some things that can be
Dr.
undone.
Faust, is that you?
I think you're full of it. What's up, Doc? A bit on the nose there, isn't it? Dr. Faust? What is that?
Oh, my head. The pain. It is unbearable.
Played a little bit of this yesterday just to see what it was going, if it would run correctly, and it seems to be running pretty well.
At last. The pain is subsiding. I thought my head was about to explode.
Escape to view the game controls. I don't need to view the game controls yet. I will look to view the game controls. Quick save. Yeah. Journal. Flashlight. Equip. What? When did I did not make any of these saves. What is going on? Was this way back from when I originally tried? Wait, let me check that. Yeah, wow. I didn't bother to check the date. Yeah, wow, look at that. Probably should have thought of that when in retrospect. Observation notes the fourth initiation session. 7:05 p.m. All the participants consumed the D. Verheer mixture 5 minutes ago, and they have entered some altered state of consciousness. All of them are now vaguely mumbling in their sleep, like they are chanting something, but the sounds are not conscious. They seem restless. They detect movements in their limbs, and, as always, I wonder if it is because of something they are seeing beyond. 7:15 p.m. As always, the device is humming and glowing, but this time the atmosphere is different to the previous sessions. Whatever the reason for this might be, I feel almost like that fantastic device is signaling something in code I don't recognize. It's becoming more and more stressful to be alone in here, in the midst of this cold, dim, and incest-filled room. Incense. Let me just make sure I pronounce that correctly. 7:19 p.m. Sounds to me like the intensity of the subject's mumbling is much stronger now. Colors and shades are dancing on the walls with rhythmic ins and outs of the device. I can hear the wind howling outside. Maybe a snowstorm is approaching, or something even worse. 7:24 p.m. Exactly 5 minutes and 3 seconds have passed now. They have drifted beyond beyond my area of expertise and guidance. I can do no further except wish for their safe return. And Tuluvian shamanism. Expedition handbook. Can I open the book? I find that when you open the book, you get more information than just, glancing at the cover. Nothing. A compass. Can I take the compass? Evidently not. I don't know what that is, but it looks disgusting. The Assurance of Night Side and Beyond by Quali.
This
Sati
device,
plant.
its noises are resonating in my mind.
Well, turn it off. I would not want to be anywhere near a device that resonates in my head.
Hello? Anybody here? Where is everybody?
Hello? Supervisor Nikolai Hansen. Explanation: expected snowstorm. A strong snowstorm is expected to hit for the next 2 weeks. It is in utmost importance to take all the precautionary measures and inform the responsible personnel when going outside. Please be aware that the radio connection between the base and the ship may not be available during this period. Ugh. Well, it's not quite what the paraquad. Familiar visits in the lower chambers once more in the form of a black cat. Its spectral image echoes through the 7 rooms. What sin called it from its hollow, looming dim and ghost-like? That's deep, Steve. Evidently there's something this guy wants.
Locked. Looks like we're having
Did
a
I
power
hear
problem
something?
right now.
The living quarters. no electricity. I found that the Arctic expedition base has been developed in darkness, and some of the appliances are not functioning due to the power outage. But why is no one attended to the problems so far? Where is everybody?
Locked.
I think that's the title of the very first episode of The Twilight Zone. It's a jolly good episode. Auxiliary power needs to be enabled manually from outside. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to go outside. Hmm? Stop those bloody sessions. I don't want to go out there yet. It's cold. Health Supervisor John DeWitt. Due date, explanations. Attention crew members who are having problems sleeping. Examinations conducted regarding the increase of accidents recently led me to believe that the reason behind them is some kind of intense cabin fever. Symptoms for this problem are insomnia, severe headaches, seeing visions or hearing voices. Crew members who are suffering from the above symptoms are required to refer to me personally for a thorough checkup. This will also be the main topic of the general meeting that will be held tomorrow after lunch. This issue poses serious problems regarding safety at work, so it must be heeded of soberly. Medical practitioner signed John DeWitt, I suppose. Just gonna take a wild stab in the dark. Yeah, we read that one already. I better find a crew member. I woke up from a series of blurry nightmares. I laid inside somewhat foreign walls. In one of my pockets I found an empty notebook in which I am writing my notes. I cannot remember anything other than that there should be others here with me. The names Dr. Faust and John and Dr. DeWitt are lingering in my mind now. Initially, in trying to delve deeper into... Excuse me. Oh, terribly unprofessional. Gives me sharp pains in my already throbbing head. I better find a crew member and find out what's going on here as soon as possible. I think he might have trouble with that.
It's stuck. Locked.
For I suspect everyone has already passed away. Well, looks like we have no choice. We bundled up. Oh, criminy. What's this? The strange device was already on my left arm when I came. It said the meeting room of the opera. It comes to no surprise that I don't remember anything about it. There's a button that brings it up, but I don't remember what it is. I think it's C?
My mind is cloudy. All I can remember is the successful establishment of the Upperwater Antarctic
For
base.
sanity's sake, let's follow the
After
flags.
that,
That makes the
nothing
most
is
sense.
clear in my mind.
Except that it's cold as balls. We have some power in here. Not much, but... some instructions would be nice.
tank is empty.
HP glove crafted the Mountains of Madness. Fantastic book. It's not one of my favorites. Oh, bugger me. What am I to do? I have no gas. When I first played this, I had to turn like the details all the way down so much that I couldn't tell what I was doing. So I had to give up. Being able to do stuff like this is a breath of fresh air.
It's not safe to go further away from the expedition base in this weather.
I seem to be slowing down. Alright, fair enough, but what are we gonna do? We need power. There's not to be had in the base here. We need gas. What's this, a helicopter pad? Alright, I feel like we need to get inside. I'm moving really slow. A bunch of five-pointed shapes. Gotta be something I'm not seeing out here. Whence might I find some gasoline? jump, I might be able to explore a little more, but I can't. What is this? Just a door hanging out? Whatever. Well, it's a good thing I didn't try to pour gasoline in there before. I feel like rope would be something that I would take, were it me in this situation. Ah! Silly me. There we go. Oh, jolly good. Jolly good indeed. Ugh.
What was that?
Hello there. How are you? I have a headache. A headache? You've had them before. Surely.
Locked. It's locked.
You?
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Which one's me? Is this me? Nikolai Gogol, the portrait.
Locked. Locked.
A radio. It's a radio. Let's not call it a walkie-talkie.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
Joe, whoa! What the fuck?
It's locked. If his coat is just right here, where is
What about
he
those?
now?
Those look useful. The privet rooms. Okay, that's weird. Is that a... Please tell me that's just like a design and not like a hole, indicating it had to be a toilet. Aww. You'll never see that child again. Oh my god! One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips. It has a third eye on its forehead as well as inside its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowing, becoming allusions to knowledge and elder things reoccur all the time in almost every bas relief we have covered so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting these halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Several other examples of the whatever. Sculptures ranging from humanoid to reptilian in shape. They were mostly damaged and generally in really bad shape. The lost parts were completed by the artist's imagination. The abundance of five-pointed shapes can be seen in the design of the structures we've come across and cannot be overlooked. In addition, some of the elegant figures adorning and staring silently from above most of the gigantic gateways are reptilian in shape. That looks familiar. The grotesque masonry caused an uproar with the countenance it wore on its reptilian face when we first found it residing within the almost substantial darkness of the cave where it had been carved in eons past. Some of the crew even claimed that they had heard some muffled laughing sounds coming from, within it. The pine cone... Gracious me, I'm sorry. The pine cone it was guarding or hiding with its humanoid hands has some symbols carved into it which we cannot yet decipher. Seriously, we should wear a set of those goggles. It's just a good idea. Especially if you're going outside. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he is holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During the working hours, sometimes I hear his voice at the radio. It's not in a form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of the suspension I will probably be facing. Not the happiest pictures, are they? Oh, that's a little better. This guy's just not trying to be prepared for anything. Jonan DeWitt, rather. Probably for his locker. Although I thought we already opened that one.
If his coat is just
Let's have a
right
look.
here, where is he now?
No, I haven't. Found a note about a mental problem. Well, that's not a very good thing to find. Excuse me. Oh. Ooh. Let's see. I've noticed some very curious and dangerous development in the psychological condition of the crew that compels me to record this note as an initial diagnosis report. The problem is especially intense for 3 subjects. Dr. Barlow, Dr. Anderson, and Frank Gilman, whom I have been inspecting closely since the onset of their psychological degradation. During the last 2 nights, the aforementioned subjects awoke screaming in their beds, thus affecting and demoralizing all the crew members. When I spoke to them personally, I noticed some serious deviations in their behavior patterns. As time progressed, I noticed deep changes in their mental conditions. When really pushed, they clearly started to behave like someone else, which led me to believe I was facing some sort of multiple personality disorder, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. Other subjects are not too far a cry from their normal personalities, but the difference is, of course, obvious. Their condition is getting worse day by day, and a serious medical examination is needed to be carried out on everybody displaying such symptoms. I informed Dr. Faust, and he warned me about the consequences. And warned him, rather, I informed Dr. Faust and warned him about the consequences. He looked worried, but nevertheless hasn't mentioned it to me since. With the weather conditions we have been having lately, it seems extremely unlikely that we shall receive professional help from the outside world, or will be able to send anybody away for a thorough medical examination, which is the only sane thing to do in these circumstances. Alright, we will call it a video here.